Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Quentin again. This time I got a review of the Light Phone 2. I've had it now for almost a year. Probably not that long, maybe 8 to 10 months at most. But I've had it for, those past several months, and it's been really great. Lots of good things about it. I love how small it is. Here it is next to a field notes, a 3, I think it's 3.5 by 5.5, something like that. Like, it's considerably smaller. Yeah, it's a pretty small phone. It's easy enough to type on, I guess. But let's just do a little bit of a walkthrough. So this is the phone itself. You've got up here at the top the lock button, and you see it flashes because it's e-ink, which has been my favorite feature about this phone. They just recently, a couple months ago, announced their Light Phone 3, which is going to have an OLED screen, which, I don't know, I preferred the e-ink screen. That was why I wanted this phone. But it was always just, pretty straightforward, easy to use. This is kind of what a text message looks like, right? You get your thread, right? Pretty straightforward. Swipe through just like normal. Over here you can call, and over here you type a new message, and then you can type it out here. Hi. Oh, see. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to type on. It takes some getting used to. Anyway, and this button here in the middle on the side is to go back to the home screen. Now this is your home screen. I currently have phone, calendar, directions, podcast, music, alarm, timer, calculator, directory, and settings. The directory is somewhat new, as is the timer. Both things that, kind of unnecessary. I feel like the directory should be included in directions because all it's doing is giving you information about the place you want to go to. And the timer, I feel like you could just include with alarm, but, there's other apps that I just didn't need. I don't need a notes app on here because it's already so difficult to type on compared to, an iPhone or whatever. But the main issue with this phone is it's slow and you don't get pictures, right? You don't get any pictures at all. They don't come through. Instead, they show up in your email inbox, which is kind of frustrating because you don't have email on your phone. It's okay. I like that at least you can get the messages, but it makes it really frustrating for people when they want you to see a picture and respond. It's a really cool phone, but it requires a lot of other people to be using it at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to be an inconvenience to them, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. My wife's asked me if I can switch back because I don't want to be an inconvenience to her. I want to, I'm readily available with the phone because it's a phone, but at the same time, there's so many workarounds that she has to do in order to, if she's out for the evening and needs me to make dinner for the family, I gotta look up the recipe. But how do I look up the recipe? Oh, she's got to write it out for me. And, that's just kind of inconvenient. So, ultimately, I am going to be sending it back. Well, I can't send it back. I'm probably going to be selling it. And I am switching back to the iPhone 13 mini. But let's look here at kind of what the calendar looks like. It's a really cool app. So my wife's heading out to the pool, and you can see got the month view, and each little dot signifies an event. It's synced up with our Apple Calendar right now, which is pretty useful. Let's see, a random Tuesday, no events. Oh yeah, we're going to Long Beach. Cool stuff like that. Let's see, the podcast app, pretty straightforward, but you can't actually download the podcasts from the phone. You have to log on to the Light Phone dashboard on a computer, and then you can sign up for new podcast episodes, and then you can download. Let's see, I'm having a hard time pressing the button. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so it's got basic podcast functionality, but all the controls are done on the computer, which kind of is a little bit annoying. Same thing with the music, which I did touch, but see, okay, see, that's weird. Wasn't supposed to take me there. So the music app is just songs that you buy, which is, I mean, how it used to be. There's no Spotify or anything like that, but that's kind of how it always used to be. It's fine, I guess. Next up is the directions app. Useful, but man, it's kind of annoying. Default is always walking, so you have to change it to driving. Finds where you need to go pretty quickly, or where you are pretty quickly, which this isn't even my address because it's not accurate. But let's say I want to go to where I want to go, Target. T-A, hard to type with one hand. Well, let's see if it'll find Target. Sweet, it did. So I pick up Target, I go directions, start driving, and you can see it takes a few minutes to get loaded. There we go. And then if you want to, you could view this view. I never do. It sucks. It's absolutely horrible. It's just constant refreshing and you can't see anything. So definitely not that one. This is probably the best view, but also it's nice to be able to see what your upcoming turns are. Let's see, what's next? In the phone, this is how you get to all of your phone stuff. And so you can dial right here a new phone number, or like I showed you earlier, search contacts to call somebody. And then to get to your voicemail, you have to call yourself, just like you used to have to before smartphones. And when you have a voicemail, it shows you up in the top there a voicemail icon. So, I mean, kind of nice. Up here you can tap to quick access over to your alarms. And then over here you can do quick access over to your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings. That's another problem. My Wi-Fi, it connects and then it disconnects and doesn't reconnect again until I manually do it. That's been a big problem for me. So yeah, do I recommend this phone? Not really, no. I've enjoyed it for the past 8 months or whatever, because it's been nice to not have social media. It's been nice to kind of slow down a little bit and have just take things a little bit slower. I've really appreciated that about it. However, it's expensive. It was $300 plus tax and shipping, and it's just not worth it. It's the same price. I just ordered a new iPhone to replace it. That was $400. So pretty darn close to a new iPhone, or at least a used iPhone. And do you want to be spending a bunch of time on your phone? No. Do you want to be able to take your life back? Yes, but you can do that with anything. You don't need to spend this much money on a light phone. Is it cool? Do I like having it? Yeah, I really like the size of it. That's been my favorite feature about it, is how small it is. I really wanted to like it. I'd heard all these other reviews about people who said that, they bought it and they used it for a little while, and the whole point is not to use it, so it's accomplishing what it was set out to do, but ultimately it is going to be a hassle for other people, and we want to be kind to other people. So yeah, just get your regular iPhone or Android or whatever and control yourself, and you should be fine. All right, hope you guys have a great week.